10 seconds, your heroes.
On that 5 roll, so this puts, or it removes a lot of pressure from him in terms of being a shot caller and the gameplay. Yes. So I expect if he can actually play the hero pool, it might work out well for him as KP is
KP, he had magic wand charges. Is that going to be enough? Oh, the final arrow comes in, and Teehee managed to snatch the first blood away. Like, you know, if your team is farming, what's your carry going to do, you know?
I mean, there's some truth in that. It could be a team MO thing. Chains into the arrow will land. Just
very nice. Charge comes through, but disruption very well timed by Bumpy. He's actually going to be on the other side of the cliff, surrounded by his own illusions. I believe he is just dead. Beautiful setup from XERXIA, and this is kind of what was maybe missing in that first week. Farm out of his lane. So, you know, if your support's away anyway, make plays happen. Rapido is going to die. Maybe I'm just thinking of his Pango game, but yeah, he died to the Rubik Medusa, but I don't feel like this duo is going to kill Doom over and over again. You know, they got a one-off. Nice slight chains. Once again, landing. Carl getting low. The charge is going to be able to come in to break things up a little bit.
It's a big rune to get.
Trying to go for the DD, and he gets it onto JG, turns around, activates that DD, starts putting in the work up against Tim's, who only has level 1 charge, so he is definitely dying. Bumpy actually stealing away, coming up sooner than it was, or if he really just wanted that last hit. But now, another slight chains and another arrow. Bosku will now be dying. All right, XERXIA looking hot now.
Yeah, these dual roamers. Now you're looking for that 7-minute rune. The dream. You can stag it.
Yeah, KP is here protecting it though. And without leap charges, looks like a Marana's gonna die, and so they not only get
in this tour across all the regions.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's like one of those heroes with like the 30 or so games with like a 35% win rate or something. Like it's pretty rough. So these types of kills where you're getting big core kills straight into the power runes is the way where I think this hero wins games. Because this hero has a lot of really bad matchups that just put him so far behind. Birds are up on a blind
for taking the hard cam stack. Blacklist bringing both their mid and top to sandwich in on one spot. And they're going to give Carl the recovery CS here on Bumby.
Yeah, he needs it. It's nice, but he is still decently far behind on this mid bad.
That should help.
Stolen in his face.
It's got to leap. He really holding on to it. Does leap down to low ground. Actually,
it's about getting as many spells off as you can in a fight and being tanky as hell. And this hero does that very well in the current form, as another arrow will land.
Another slight chains that Carl almost falls to. They don't want to overcommit here, it looks like. JG starts chasing after him. Charge on the other side, though. He's going to be able to catch Bombi. Bombi not dead yet. Disruption does save him, but KP is going to drop the birds on them both. They have detection. Okay, finally dropped it. Catches one. Rapido, still another sentry out there, so he's going to be walking through it for a while. Arrow comes through, but it's maybe enough to save him. Oh, the Moonlight Shadow is going to be wearing out now. He popped the wand. He gets invis for a little bit, but now the Moonlight Shadow is truly worn out, and he falls. Seems to be pretty good because Ember Spirit keeps on being able to go top and slow down whatever push is happening there, and they're actually putting real pressure on the tier 2 on the other side of the map. Charge is going to come through. Tim's completing that charge. Didn't expect that. His team is going to come in and try and rescue him out here, but Tim still dies. Young God going to reset off his ultimate, while Carl
both destroy this hero. So you have to respect it, especially Shadow Demon. I think Shadow Demon was one of the old school. He was one of the biggest counters that developed versus the Core Spirit Breaker in that TI patch, if you remember. Now they're just going to get the
KP did not expect the rotation behind the tier 2. That was nasty, but it looks like it may not work out as the lasso pullback here. Rapido gonna purge himself, trying to get rid of these sticky napalm stacks. He's got another one, but a lot of damage coming his way. Gets up to the high ground, but a charge hits him finally. Tim's able to beat him down. They do get the trade-off of the Spirit Breaker.
XERXIA just gonna run straight back bottom. Instantly find Carl off that ward. I think he's getting caught.
Disruption is there in time.
Wow, what a valuable observer. Really paid off. They had the sentry for it too. You just didn't see it.
Oh, that's crazy.
The lineup works. And they have Blink Aetherlights on Bombi. Like, he's really far into the Shadow Demon. He can aggressively get disruptions on Medusa, help his cores out. Crimson Pipe, tanky Doom.
You know, was maybe baiting a little bit, but he bait too hard though. Already down to half health. The Crimson Guard doing a lot of work and protecting him against this damage with the charge through the side. Tim's hits 2 and finishes off 1 while the Shadow Demon quickly dies. Still working on Raven though. Mana Shield finally down. Young God committing for the kill. Not enough. He's not gonna get it. He dies. Blacklist rivalry. Play that fight apparently to perfection. I don't know how nobody really died in that. I thought XERXIA had some good momentum going, but that fight, not theirs for the taking, it seems. JG's going to be run down underneath the tier 2. The only survivor is going to be Captain T. Yeah.
Pretty awkward. Gonna have to find another angle. And this is in front of an observer. Invisible charge.
Got him. Got him on the lasso. Still those saves. Maybe Crimson Guard, and he gets a jump away, but he jumped back in. Oh no, the Remnant. He didn't want to jump away too far. Now has another slight, gives a little distance, but he's running out of Remnant. But he does die, but he does have a Remnant out if he wants to buy back, and he's going to do just that to join into the fight.
Must-win fight.
Medusa, low, very, very low. Disruption, and is going to be caught now. Blacklist.
Arrow lands.
That was an okay fight for them, but the buyback makes things so much worse as they're going to be able to run down all of these heroes now. How did that Ember survive?
Huge here. Like, you can redirect some very clutch spell onto you, right?
Yeah, redirect Doom onto you.
They're gonna find the jump on the Shadow Demon, the best goddamn target they could find.
They need to have a dust to be able to save him. The Slark actually bailed him out with the shard. They do have the Doom out onto KP at the same time. Spirit Breaker, Tim's going to TP out and charge back into this fight. JG trying to chase after him with the shield rune, going for the vintage, and they'll push him off finally. The Doom is successful. The Stolen Doom turned back around on a Rapido, but that's okay. The team seemingly already have won the fight and just cleaning up some of the scraps. Carl, he'll die to the slight. Everybody else from the side of Blacklist had to retreat.
On Slark is destroying your map right now, and there's an easy Doom on the Medusa.
Purge and Doom, all and the arrow on top of that one. The Medusa is super dead. Without the Medusa, as you said, that's most of their damage. Double damage for JG going to work as well. They're going to hit the back line. The Rubik's going to die. Bosku, the second to fall on this team fight. Don't want to dive in too deep, though. They'll respect the team. I don't know if she got a bumper somewhere or what, but she still has 1,200 to work with, so... Still like 4,000 HP, effective HP to go on. It looks like Young God, okay, he did manage to get on both the Purge and his ultimate. They used the Doom on a KP instead.
His charge is
go for him, but it's hard to be able to go. Oh, he managed to finish him up. Both the supports dying as a result. And Young God, well, it looks like the Ember Spirit's going to be able to chase after. No problem. They're going to leave Raven for last, it looks like, as even the Bat Rider coming into the mix, trying to catch Bomb B, but with the Deuce gone, so goes the damage, and Young God will clean up Carl as well. And that is effectively the game right there. You just wiped Blacklist. And did you even lose a hero?
That you only play high skill heroes like Omni Knight and Clockwork Goblin.
I am trying out Omni because I think Omni Knight is broken.
He has Aegis though.
He does have Aegis, and he does have both of his ults. He's got that one right there with the Shadow Dance. He's going to jump over the side. Still has Depth Shroud to work with as well if he wants to pop it. Oh, save a disruption. Has a chance here. Gets off the Depth Shroud, sits around there, bounces down to the low ground where he kills Tim's.
How the hell does he get out of there?
Smooth moves and a save from Bombi.
I guess you just always blink in, cleanse him, or disrupt them and reset. And what do you do after that? That's Stone Gaze down. Do it for Lasso here.
They do have Lasso, and they spotted the Shadow Demon again. Carl finding the right kind of initiation. The Shadow Demon is already dead, and they turn the Demonic Cleanse back around with Rubik's save, but Medusa just gets run down. There's too much damage. Even when we get the right initiation, it's not enough.
Got melted, man. Diffuse on Morana, making me eat my words.
How much damage do you do in that fight?
1,400, absolutely nothing. Charge gonna come through. Try and find something off the 5 buybacks here for Blacklist cap.
I mean, Young God, he's still working with an Aegis. I kind of feel like they could win this fight, but there's no point in taking it. Might as well just reset.
Why fight 5 buybacks? You already won the fight.
Well, you've absolutely ruined their economy. Now they're up 35,000 net worth.
Wait, he bought? Did it die on Courier? It died on Courier. Oh no.
How much longer till his courier's back up? They're going to need it. They got the initiation onto the Doom of all heroes, which is pretty decent if they can actually keep him here. The damage is so damn slow, though. Raven's having a hard time putting it out there. They finally drop the Doom, trying to get out. All right. Oh, they got the little bit. Slark, young god. Oh, he just barely gets off the depth shroud. He lives. They charge on through again, trying to finish him off. He's still not dead. Another round of nukes. It's not going to be good enough. The Visage can't quite kill him. KP going to be chased down. JG finishes him off, and Remnant starts sliding away with the disruption onto Raven 2, limiting the damage, turning the Medusa's illusions back around on him.
Attack.
Can they keep this up? Hold out long enough for the Divine Rapier to come and deploy.
15 seconds.
A little bit of pressure there. Throw the Doom out onto Tim's. Quickly killing the arrow. They get a force stamp into the fountain. Young God's going to chase after him.
Safe nowhere.
Raven will die before he can get his Divine Rapier.
Like, I feel like if you're playing this off like that, you should just play for utility in frontline as opposed to the damage.
Oh, the flame break into the flowers. That is beautiful.
That is level 2 first right there. Just push the wave in, got it, and punish Raven instantly for being way too far up solo on this lane. This is a pretty nasty lane in terms of damage.
Punishing Bosku for going, he's just going to freeze the lane out here. Right in front of his own tower, making the lane extremely hard to play for Raven and Bosku.
He has not gotten CS in a minute. He's just going to meta.
Look what they're doing to Carl.
Yeah,
he may have gotten the water rune, but he is going to be ganked double stunned by T. Put the blood grenade to use here, and Carl does fall. So, effectively, XERXIA hard winning now.
When you have the time to do it.
Get the glimpse back. Skewer back as well. Do they have any detection to be able to spot him? Uh-oh, I don't think they do. Tim's, okay, he's walking into the sentry. They're going to be able to get him with the cleave. They do manage to get a trade-off, though, as Sport doesn't saw him. So he's going to back out. They will get the Wisdom Rune on the side of Blacklist, and they are going to find T eventually here. And should be able to get the kill as he's backed up against the defender gate. Can't really go anywhere from there.
Stolen, and he's going to have his gold stolen.
Yeah.
I mean, Bosku might be having that phone call with himself later.
Bosku might want to reinstate himself as the offlaner after this painful experience. His team just might be dying to the Dark Will. The heal goes on, but it's not going to be able to get enough in there. And Bombi, he might die, but Tim's certainly going to be traded out for it as TE commits to that one. Carl has a bit of mana to work with, so...
As Raven is perhaps having one of the slowest starts I've seen in a long time, just unable to lane top based on what happened with that single death and then the equilibrium. That is why equilibrium is important.
Bramble, Rolling Thunder is coming in. They've got him. Oh no, Carl. He rotated up here, I think because he maybe felt like he was the only person.
I care.
Oh, they need the glimpse.
Dire's bottom
Well,
tower.
you should tell him that on your next phone call with him.
I will. When we chat tonight on the speed dial, I'll let him know.
Terrorize just to make sure they get this kill. Pretty sure they had it anyway.
It's going to be close.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, Tim's. Oh, Tim's.
Clicks him just in time, Tim's. He's going to have to content himself with a kill rather than a Wisdom Rune.
Is he actually dead here? All right, add another dust. They all have dust. You do not need this bounty hunter.
No. I mean, they'll take the pick off, but when it comes to the RP, they need something much bigger. XERXIA, they actually are thinking about still going for the fight. They're going to quickly nab Bosku, pull him into...
Nice map movement. They should get rewarded.
Pop KP, pull him in. What about the Bedlam? Here it comes, off the stun.
There's the reward.
Nice kill.
Big pickoff. What's the return for Blacklist? XERXIA see everything. They're just picking him apart. Shield rune for JG. He's very tanky right now.
Bosku coming forward to try and help Carl, but Carl didn't need the help. And the silver pangolin with the shield rune. Charges forward, gets one pick off. Young God gets really aggressive with the final 30 seconds of his
especially since he already has Yules. Like, Aetherland's Yules versus Mag is always nice.
He pushing forward.
So much vision.
I always notice they always have some aggressive sentries that he knows he's able to play under, and he gets all this vision, sets it up. Static Storm does go out, but they've already caught 3 heroes essentially. KP might be able to get away with the skewer, has to go for the TP out. Oh, dies too quickly. Yule Scepter is going to be able to catch him. So that will be 3 caught and 3 kills.
That's a big question. Can you drag this TA into you? Bombi with the Yules, maybe why I would have preferred their Aetherlands here. You can reliably stop that. See if KB can find it.
Get some good information. Drops a ward, gets the initiation onto the Magnus. They try and stop it. The BKB goes out. The Rolling Thunder on through. KP, he'll die. He does have a buyback.
He's gonna have to pop it. Unless XERXIA are not confident enough without that BKB. That's a good glimpse.
They got the glimpse afterwards. Young God, Force Staff, downs the low ground. The buyback goes out. They have to get out of here. The stun actually hitting Raven as well here.
So obnoxious for Blacklist to deal with. Just can't find the fights on their terms at all.
Oh no, the trap! It hit him.
Oh, he got silenced.
KP! He didn't realize he was got silenced like that, and his initiation is completely ruined. The Static Storm goes out, but Young God has already popped the BKB, finishes up Tim's. Now
Raven going
tension over
work. 8 and 5.
This is a lot of damage out from Raven. This is a bit problematic. They don't have the detection though.
He just ran out.
Now they have it. They see him now, and they get him. He managed to finish him off. They ignored him for the entire Aegis timer. TP out from Carl. Is he going to be able to get away? No. Finally, the damage is put out. Raven though, still holding strong. Now that the Templar Assassin is dead, he feels good about taking the rest of this fight. Got to be careful there.
Shadow Realm.
Under nice timing. JG though, that damage, and he'll go to work. What a hit there with the swashbuckles. Bombi. He's going to be the one maybe spotted here. Actually smokes himself to try and get away. Dust goes out. He's got Shadow Realm and TP out, but his team is coming in on the other side. They go for the Bounty Hunter, it looks like, trying to get that initiation. The Terrorize first gone. Beautiful hit with the Rolling Thunder on through at the same time. Raven starts leading the damage onto Young God while they have the control up on KP. RP missed. Oh, he was lassoed, trying to go for a desperation skewer RP. Now it's 5 heroes on top of Raven, and there's nothing he can do about it. That is a total team wipe, and XERXIA will complete their ascendance in got a moon shard. Avery, he's got the Aghanim Scepter. Now he's pumping out the damage on top of it. They catch the Magnus. KP, boy, he's just had a rough one. He was trying to get a Shadow Blade just so he can have a chance at a better initiation. His game has been utterly ruined. First, it was Carl and well, Blacklist. They could not get any of these team fights to work outside of their base. This is their last chance. A lasso starting off on the Terror Blade into the Terror. Oh no, the RP, it does land on a Young God, but at the same time, the Rolling Thunder just demolished the Terror Blade. They didn't need their carry to win this team fight. JG combined with Rapido and Bombi did more than enough damage to kill that Terror Blade. Who cares if Young God is controlled up by the RP?
Lasso's too damn good. It just starts every engagement off the